This video is to go over lesson 6.13 on review packet 6C. It says use a calculator and sketch the graph of y equals 500 times 1.08 to the x power using the domain of domain between 0 and 20. Describe the situation that this paragraph presents. So what I would recommend you to do is you can make a graph like that. This is x and this is y. You put 0 there. So 500 times 1.08 to the 0 power. This part is 1 because it's a 0 power. Times 100, 500 is 500. And if you have 1, then you put, instead of 0 right here, you put 1 and find out up to 20. That's one way of doing it, but if you know how to plug in those numbers in the graphing calculator, you can get that right away. And then make sure to describe a situation that this graph represent. Next, Ariella puts 500 in an investment account at 9% APR compounded annually. After how many years will she be closest to doubling her starting investment? So she's going to pay $500 and 9% APR. That means, percent is like a cent. So how would you write cent in decimal? You would put 0.09. So you add 1 to it, which represents the original. And then how many years does it take to get, so we put n there, how many years does it take to get double of what you have? And use calculator, or you can plug in some numbers here, and guess and check, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. And you can plug that in to see if you get 1,000. Number 7, Ariella wonder how the growth of her investment changes with higher or lower interest rate. Copy and complete the table below. For each interest rate, find the number of years after which Ariella will be closest to doubling her starting 500 investment. So instead of 9, this is essentially the same problem from problem 6, but instead of 9%, it's right here. So you how would that change if it's 3%? So you would put 500 times 1.03, 1 plus 0.03. It's the same thing, but let me just do it this way. 0.03 to the what power will be 1,000. You just simply change this number. If it's 12%, it's like 12 cents, right? So it'll be, you write 0.12 and then find that out. You should be able to answer 9% right away. Number 8, many financial advisors use the rule of 72 when offering advice about long-term investment. So the rule 72 says, in order to find the number of years it takes to double investment's value, divide 72 by the interest rate. For example, if we have the amount of time it takes to double an investment at 6% interest is about 72 divided by 6, or 12 years. So that's the rule of 72. How does the rule 72 compare to the result from exercise 7? So the rule 72 says if you have 3%, then all you have to do is divide that by 3. Then you'll have 24, so it will take 24 years. Compare this number to what you have in the previous problem to see if this is true. According to the rule of 72, how long will it take a credit card balance to double if its interest rate is 18% APR? So 72 divided by 18. If Ariella part C, invests $500 in an account at 9% APR for 40 years, how many times will her money double in value? How much money will she have after 40 years? Keep applying 72, the rule of 72. So rule of 72 says 72 divided by 9 will be 8 years. So it will take 8 years to double. So the first 8 years, her money will be $1,000. On the next 8 years, you get 2,000, and so on and so forth. So how much will she? How many times will her money double in value? And then how much money will she get out after 40 years? So that's the question. Oops. And that's it.